Did you know that not every black person traces their roots back to slavery in this country? Did you know that even in America for the longest time, most black folks didn't even consider themselves to be Africans at all? As a matter of fact, they were told by their grandparents, their great-grandparents, their great-great-grandparents, who told them that they were pure. Do you know what that term means, pure? It simply meant that they weren't mixed with the other blacks that had come in the bottom of slave ships. That they were not African, but in fact were already native to this place that came to be known as America. So imagine their surprise when generations and generations later, all of a sudden, they were told that they had to be forced now to check on a census paper that they were African. When their whole lives they knew, we're pure. We're not African. Our people's people, great-grands of great-grands and their great-great-great-grands. They weren't from any other place. And they didn't have to start stating that they were African American on the census until the 1980s. Prior to then, state legislations all over listed them as Negro, colored, Native, Indian, Choctaw, you name it. These people weren't African. Believe it or not, there's some people that's still old enough to remember the change.
What do you think, Morgan? Is this political correctness gone too far?
Yeah. I mean, we have a tendency to do that anyway. I mean, you get politically correct. Stuff happens that you don't want to happen. I all of a sudden became an African. Political correctness, African American. I'm not African.
Wait a second. I all of a sudden became an African American?
What do you think, Morgan? Is this political correctness gone too far?
Yeah. I mean, we have a tendency to do that anyway. I mean, you get politically correct. Stuff happens that you don't want to happen. I all of a sudden became an African. Political correctness, African American. I'm not African.
Not everybody that's black in America traced their history and their ancestry to people that came in the bottom of slave ships across the Atlantic Ocean. As a matter of fact, most black Americans, actually, they were already here.